Hey, my chiropractic community and champions out there and warriors. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hopefully you guys are getting fired up. I hope some of these videos I'm sharing with you are getting you in a better mindset, getting you in a better place, making you feel like, wow, I got a bigger mission, a bigger purpose for what's going on. Listen, if you like what we're doing, make sure you like the videos. Make sure you share them. That's really important because I do these in the morning to uplift the chiropractic community for those people we resonate with. So let's talk about a story. Let's share a story with you, and it's about two chiropractors, and they're both guys, both two male chiropractors, right? And they go to the same school, same chiropractic college. They go to the same chiropractic college. They're the same age, two guys, right? Both of a similar background. Both guys are Italian Americans. Both of their parents came from Italy, second generation, and they go to chiropractic school and they come out and they're chiropractors, right? Both of them have the same degree, right? And they both open up a practice. So think about that. Almost everything is the same or very similar. You know, the grades were about the same. Friend circles were about the same. Everything was about the same with these guys. And they open up a practice. And over a period of years, not many, less than 5, actually it was 3.5 years, one doc started to do really well in practice. And the other doc, he stopped being a chiropractor. He stopped. He decided, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm struggling in practice. I can't feed my family. I can't help other people. I can't serve other people. He started to doubt what he did, even more so. He struggled. He had challenges. He started having marital problems. And stopped being a chiropractor and decided to go in to pharmaceutical sales. Think about that. So if you're a chiropractor out there who certainly loves what we do and understands there's a mission out there, can you imagine that? Right? Not that there's anything wrong with drugs and surgery and medicine, which does wonderful things. But as a chiropractor, you're thinking, what? Geez, we're trying to elevate the health and well-being of the human body. You fall in love with that whole concept, right? And you realize, well, if I get the body better, the body's going to be healthier and it's going to be able to do miraculous things, right? So pretty amazing. Really sad story. And not a happy guy. Still isn't a happy guy. And the other guy, man, I'll tell you, he hit it out of the park. He hit it out of the park. So the other guy, 3.5 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years later, this guy is rocking it. He's got one of the biggest practices. Loves to help out people. Still excited and enthusiastic to go out and make a difference in people's lives. So the question I pose to you guys is like, what's the difference? You ever wonder that? How is it that somebody could go to a business? Let's say, take chiropractic out of it. Let's say that you go to a company. How is it that you can go to a company, Amazon, and there's somebody making $15 an hour, and there's somebody making $1 million a year? How is that possible? How is it possible that you go to McDonald's and you have somebody making $15 an hour, right, making 25, 30 grand a year, and you got somebody else making $200,000, $300,000 a year? How is that possible? What's the difference? What is the difference? Because it comes down to the story of those two chiropractors. What's the difference? The difference is this: value. One brings greater value to the workplace. One brings greater value to service. One solves, if you will, more problems. One brings a greater degree of satisfaction. That's the difference. So when I look at the two chiropractors, I see one chiropractor not only brought greater value, but even more importantly for what we do, guys, as chiropractic champions, as chiropractic warriors, one chiropractor in and of himself saw massive value in what we do as chiropractors. Just massive value in what the philosophy is, what the principle is, what the science is. You know, what the science is. What it is that you do in the adjustment. What it is you do in your hands. How important the communication is. How important it is to have some skills in communication and in business management and in managing your staff and developing a great team and developing a community and a tribe of people that understand the value of getting adjusted and understand the value of chiropractic. That was one chiropractor, the successful one, right? And then you had the unsuccessful chiropractor who saw no value in himself. He saw no value in what he provided. He saw no value in developing greater skills, working on himself. That was the difference. Now that's my story, guys, because I'm the guy who did well, and one of these guys that I went to school with, who was a very dear friend of mine, didn't. And one of the secrets that one of my mentors taught me so many years ago, and I want you guys to embrace, is this. If you get to the focus of working harder on yourself than you do on your job, you will be successful. You see, a lot of people, I run a consulting program. So a lot of times people come to a consulting program, they're like, hey, give me the magic mojo, give me the systems, give me the protocols, give me the procedures, like as if that's everything. And that's not everything. That's not everything. That's some of it. But I'll tell you this, the guys, the ladies out there who understand that if you work harder on yourself, making yourself better, making yourself bigger, making yourself a better businessman or woman, making yourself a better communicator, helping with your clarity, helping with your certainty, adopting and embracing a bigger mission, a bigger purpose, a bigger why, understanding that if I develop the skills of my adjustment, understand that if I develop the skills of identifying a subluxation better, understanding that if I identify the correction of that better, understand if I develop the ability to convey the value of why children, mom and dad need care. Understanding if I work harder on me than I do just in the office, your office will explode. Mentors and teachers and people that resonate with you, that's what they bring to the table. They teach you how to do that. Don't reinvent the wheel. They teach you how to do it. It's not a negative to have a mentor or teacher, right? It's not a negative to have a math teacher to learn how to do math. It's not a negative to have a coach or a mentor or a teacher to show you how to run your office better. That's not a negative. That's a brilliant move. That's an intelligent person. That's somebody that realizes, hey, listen, there's other people that have done this at a really high level. I don't want to try to reinvent it. I don't want to try to rediscover it, right? I'm going to take what they do, and they're going to do it. Newton, when he was awarded one of the greatest recognitions of his career, he said, I stand here only because I stand on the shoulders of giants. In other words, he took everything that everyone else had learned, right? He didn't try to rediscover everything. He took that everything else that he learned, and then he took that knowledge and made it better or put it together. And that's what a mentor and a teacher does. That's what it brings to the table. So when you get used to the idea that I need to work on me, my self-development, that I realize that the goals that I set, when I achieve them, it's not winning the goal, as Zig Ziglar said. The real benefit is what? In who I become when I achieve the goal. Those are really the rewards. So when I look at my friend who I went to school with, Mike, who really struggled and failed, and I look at what I've been able to do, I realize, one, I had mentors and teachers, and still do, that help lift me and motivate me and inspire me and teach me, right? That's huge. That's number one. But number two, I realized that I spent years, decades, working on me, making me a better aspect of a former version of myself each and every day. And that's what brought me great success in practice. That's what's brought me great success in coaching other chiropractors. And that's what I want to bring to you. That's the magic. That really is where it lies. So guys, listen, if I resonate with you, if you like these videos, number one, you got to like them and you got to share them. You know, don't let them fall on deaf ears. If you got some docs out there, you're like, man, maybe you're a member of our program, maybe you're not, and you're like, wow, I really like that. Share it to a page, share it to a buddy of yours, share it to somebody who's in practice, somebody who's doing well, somebody who's not doing well. That's number one. How do you get connected with me? Right? There's a link right above. You get a free coaching call. It's 30 minutes with me. I want to hear your story. I want to hear about why you're a chiropractor. Some of you guys are doing really good. You're kicking it, and maybe you just need to be in a great group to keep you elevated and keep you fired up. Maybe you are doing well and you're stuck and you feel like there's more for you and you want to do more and you feel like your heart and soul are speaking to you and you're like, wow, I could do better than this. That is a great member of our program. Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you're stuck and things aren't going so well and you need some help. I'm here for you. I'm going to tell you right now. Warriors and champions aren't victims, guys. Warriors and champions are people that look at their circumstance and say, listen, I'm responsible for where I'm at in my life, and I'm going to make my circumstances better by making me better. That's what warriors and champions do. Listen, we got an event coming up. It's going to be in Oklahoma. It's going to be November 6th and 7th. Register for it. Click the link above. Register for it. It's $199 for you and your team. First timers, and I'll tell you, it's awesome. It's off the hook. It's going to be our biggest event we've ever had, and we are going to teach you nuts and bolts and business management and spiz and getting you fired up and science and communication skills, and your team needs to be there, and it's going to be a very powerful event to drive your practice to a higher level of service. There's no doubt about it, and a higher level of success. Note about that at all. Listen, if you're ready to join the program, I had a couple docs 2 weeks ago, jump online, join the program, and certainly join our group. That would be fantastic. Just hit the link above, chiropracticconsulting.com, and we've got a couple levels of membership. We have an elite program, and we have a mastery gold program. And those programs are great. One involves a lower fee, and one involves a lower amount of time, if you will. And some docs, you know, maybe you're not ready to just go fully in and dive in. And other docs are like, dude, I am ready. Dr. Joe, take me to the promised land. Take me to the promised land. I'd love to take you to the promised land. But listen, which one of those two docs you want to be? You want to be the doc that does well, or you want to be the doc that, you know, you get to the end of your career, you get to the end of your practice, you get to the end of your life, and you're like, son of a bitch. You know, I missed so many opportunities. I could have done so much more. I could have been so much more. I could have provided so much more, which I think is your responsibility, by the way. And yet I didn't do that. I don't want you to have procrastination, and I don't want you to have regret as your biggest forces that have prevented you from being successful, right? You gotta, you know, winners act quick. Winners act now. Winners make decisions that say, hey, listen, this is right for me. Let's do it. And, you know, if you're going to resonate with me, you're going to be a winner. If you're going to resonate with me, you're going to be a warrior. If you're going to resonate with me, you're going to be a champion. All right? Hey, love and appreciate you guys. Serve with passion today. Have some excitement. Get out there and kick some ass in practice. Make your life better by what? Making the lives you serve better. Okay? Love and appreciate you guys. Talk to you tomorrow morning.